Today, we will be talking about postpartum depression. Today, we will talk about postpartum depression and the statistics regarding this topic. Today, we will learn about why postpartum depression takes place, what causes it, is it treatable, how long does it last? Postpartum depression can greatly impact an individual's life. Is postpartum depression common? I'm pretty familiar with this topic enough to speak about it. While using credible sources to gather my information, I plan to inform each and every one of you of the data I gathered and what I'm already knowledgeable of. Postpartum depression is a topic everyone should be familiar with. Educating yourself of what happens to the woman's emotional and physical state after childbirth is crucial. We will talk about 3 points. We will talk about cause, we will talk about signs, we will talk about symptoms and characteristics, and we will also talk about prevention. So let's begin with cause. Postpartum depression can really disrupt a mother's life. Women may not know if they're enduring postpartum depression. Knowing why it's happening is very important. Consulting a doctor is the beginning steps in knowing if you are experiencing postpartum depression. Causes can range from physical changes and emotional issues. Chemical imbalance within the body after childbirth can lead to this depression. Being drained from childbirth and even as your baby is growing causes loss in sleep, can cause self-doubt. Now that we have talked about cause, let's talk about signs and symptoms. There are many signs and symptoms with this form of depression. Detecting the signs helps you get a better understanding. Depressive mood, hopelessness, keeping distance from family and friends. Anxiety attacks, thoughts of harming you or others are all signs of this depression. Symptoms simply relate to the signs. Overwhelmingness and lack of interest in many simple tasks and activities. A decrease in food intake, irritation, severe mood swings. 1 minute you could be crying and the next feel as if you're okay. Now that we have talked about cause, signs, and symptoms, let's talk about treatment and prevention. Postpartum depression needs serious treatment and prevention awareness. Sometimes this depression goes away after a few months, but it can linger. Treatment can be as easy as taking a medication. Other forms of treatment include psychiatric help or finding a support group. Individuals who are going through the same thing as you are. Preventing postpartum depression can potentially save a mother from enduring the harsher side of things. While pregnant, you can seek your doctor's opinion. He or she can go ahead and begin a suitable medication for you and possibly go ahead and recommend a counselor to speak with about the matter. After your baby is born, your doctor can even test you early on. My conclusion. Summary statement. Postpartum depression is a topic everyone should be familiar with. Seeking education of what happens to the woman's emotional and physical state after childbirth is crucial. We talked about 3 points. We talked about cause. We talked about signs. We talked about symptoms and characteristics. And we also talked about treatment and prevention. Postpartum depression is something many women go through during and after childbirth. Knowing how to identify cause, signs, symptoms, treatment, and prevention are all so very important to educate yourself of. By doing this so you can detect it easier and potentially saving someone's life by making them knowledgeable about it as well. Thank you for listening.